I have got probably one of the most incredible instrumentals that ever come out. We are talking hard rock bordering on heavy metal, 1963. Billboard's, no, this song was too long for top 40 radio. This obviously was not tailor-made for commercial radio in the early 60s. It was too long, and this song was way ahead of its time. Even the Beatles and the British invasion groups were not doing this in 1963. Some of the harder stuff would come out when the Kinks came out with All Day and All the Night in 1964, and then the Yardbirds in 1965, and the Beatles as well come out with harder stuff. But we're talking about Link Wray. This guy's a pioneer. This is electronic. This is electric guitar, blues, and overdrive, distortion. I mean, this guy was just. He was way ahead of the curve. If he had more hit records, he'd probably been up there with Chuck Berry and Buddy Holly. But such is not the case with Link Wray. Link Wray, the song I want to play for you by Link Wray is up to number 90. It debuts at number 90 on Billboard's Hot 100. I'm counting down Billboard's Hot 100 the week of June the 15th, 1963. Link Wray, Jack the Ripper. He was with the Cadence record label in the 50s, mid to late 50s, Link Wray was. Now, let's put this in perspective. Archie Blair was the head of Cadence Records. He founded Cadence Records in 1952. On the roster of Cadence Records, Andy Williams and the Everly Brothers. And Archie Blair produced some of the Everly Brothers' biggest hits, like Bye Bye Love and Wake Up Little Susie. But Archie Blair had his limits as far as rock and roll was concerned. And when he signed up Link Wray, and Link Wray was coming up with these rock instrumentals, it was just a little too much for him, for Archie Blair. Now, he put out Rumble, a raucous instrumental by Link Wray. He put that out in 1958. That went to number 16. But one of the reasons, perhaps the main reason, why Archie Blair put out Rumble was because his daughter liked the record, was fascinated by the record. And then Link Wray turned in an album with just raw instrumentals, and that was it. Archie Blair hit his limit. He put the album on the shelf. It wasn't coming out. This thing was just too rock and roll. This was just morally and musically unacceptable in the late 50s. And he shelved the album. He not only shelved the album, he dropped Link Wray from the label. Now, Link Wray was on the Epic label, and then he was on the Swan label. The song I'm going to play for you, Jack the Ripper, was on the Swan label. It would go to number 64 on Billboard's Hot 100, but I can't even get over, still can't get over how incredible this was. A solid rock and roll song ahead of its time in the summer of 1963. Very obscure now. Link Wray. Well, I'm just going to say Ray with Jack the Ripper. Debuting at number 90 on Billboard's Hot 100, June the 15th, 1963.